All right, rings. Thanks for joining us. Okay, we're going to do messages and go to the Q&A. So, essence. Greetings. This is Archangel Michael. Energies to you. Yes, your year is the year of awakening. As you can see, many are not awakened, but it is a time of new beginnings within the soul. As those that are disconnected from their spiritual self, or their many of them are, yes, having life challenges at this time. Not to say those that are aware of their spiritual self will have their challenges of their own, but many are those that are disconnected from the universe, you can say. It's not part of their vocabulary. Uh, they're in a journey of who they are, what they want to make, who they want to be. Of course, everyone's in a version of that, but those that are totally disconnected are some. Yeah, many souls come here with they don't know what they're doing. As many have always had that question, so they are working on the answer, even if they don't always solve it here. So now is a more challenging time of them trying to answer that question in this time. So they wonder why things are happening the way they are. As for the soul to figure out what's its purpose here. Because souls can come here with absolutely no purpose. They do have purpose, but not a main purpose. You're here to figure it out. And then you come to a certain time, it's like, okay, now it's time to figure something. So you can call it a open timeline where it's rare, but it does exist. Rare is go by what you feel rare means. So, lessons. Greetings. This is the sun. Sun particles are all run through your veins. The God particle, you can say. Sunlight. Your soul is light. It is always alive, even if it feels like it's not. It always has an energy about it that powers worlds like yours. So yes, you are bringing the earth energy. No matter what you go through in life, some are here to ground it so they go into the lower realms of the darker side of themselves to ground the earth. There's not enough. Yes, there's not enough dark people here. Not that you don't have enough as it is, but some feel like they need more. Some learn better than that energy because they've been to the light, and it doesn't always count as a knowledge for them. So you're here to figure that out here. Yeah, so you can all get along, figure yourselves out. As the library, there's libraries here, Akashic record library, as you call it. You basically figure out the library of yourselves slowly. You will, yes, you might look at somebody and see, layers of their timelines, their past lives, because that's when they start to open up. That'll become more frequent in your reality. Greetings. This is Enki, the Anunnaki. Greetings. Your timelines of your the library of yourself, discovery of yourself. Adding a timeline to the soul was not an easy task in the beginning of like your contract with the earth. Many humans disconnected from it instantly. You can explain some of the wars of your ancient past. Many of your wars, actually, for those that don't want a contract with the earth, to just want to do whatever they wanted. That happened very much in the early times. Another reason why there was a mass death. If you're not going to go by the rules of this world, we're going to remove you. And there was a lot of removal there. So to get the soul to get used to having a contract with the earth was not as easy as it sounds. I mean, yes, you can add it, but that doesn't mean they're going to keep it. They had a way of disconnecting from it. As we were still figuring out how to get the human forward, it was usually at a standstill for a long time. Wasn't going anywhere. To get the engine moving, called civilization, yes, took very a lot of time. I'm here to answer your questions also.
Hi, greetings, Enki. Welcome back.
Yes, thank you.
Blessings to you.
Blessings to you.
Up first this evening, we have Daria.
Well, hello.
Greetings.
Greetings. I'm just going to ask if you have any messages for me regarding my 3D life, maybe, because I'm tapping into my astral all the time. So 3D could be good because I suck at it.
Well, you see, you run into a lot of time lords, time travelers.
Yeah.
I believe you just ran into one recently.
Yeah.
So like, you didn't see it, where you sort of saw him coming astrally, and then he appeared, and then yeah, it was trying to take over your energy, as you can see.
Yeah. Tried to cloak me and electric gems and everything, and he even blocked me like 5 minutes before they start to just show his ego off.
Interesting though, it's something about his shoes. Like he wants to wear your shoes. Yeah. So there's a lot of cryptic energies with shoes of you and him.
Cool.
Yeah, he truly wants to be in your position. So he might show up here as a dumbass in this reality, but in the higher realms, he's quite. I mean, yes, it's kind of stupid there too, but very tricky being
A high rank 3D Archon being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like a sponge, kind of like a spider energy.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He tattooed the spider on his ear like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, it's like he wants to attach himself to your back.
Yeah,
and
well,
rule your life.
I have a lower point there, so he can attach himself there.
Yeah.
But anyways, do you have any other messages that can be beneficial for maybe I mean, I'm going to pass this little man and move on, of course.
Yeah. Well, there is a golden man. They have not quite reached just yet. But it's kind of like a video game. You have to go through a couple fights to get to the main one that you're trying to reach to.
Interesting.
So, yeah, it's not that you're going to fight the golden. There's a golden man I see there. Not that that's a fight there, but it's one that you've been trying to reach for some time, it seems. One that's not been very easy to get to either. That's another reason why you have not reached him. He's just been changing timelines to hide himself. So they look for the gold energy. You probably start to get an idea who this person is.
Thank you for that, and
Yeah.
have a cool channeling with
Yes.
this. Thank you.
All right. Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we have Silverclaw.
Hello, Enki.
Greetings.
Thank you for your gift, by the way.
You're welcome.
As they say, the Enki's gift. But anyway, question number one is spraying my plants with sparkling water, improving the quality result significantly?
Not significantly, but it is helping. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It is helping. Any little bit helps.
Okay, I see. Okay, thank you. My second question. I heard that my job will try to reopen on March next year. I'm getting very bored and want to buy a gaming laptop, but I'm very paranoid about spending, over $1,500 on something like that when I don't have much of an income coming in. Do you see me being perfectly fine if I follow through with this until my job reopens?
Well, there must be cheaper means of entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't recommend. Well, you can do it, but it'll make things a little bit harder for you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it might be online games or something. It might not be exciting, but I think you'll find yeah, just manifest a cheaper route, unless you can manage channel in more income.
I see. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's up to you.
it's quite a big chunk. I understand. Okay,
Yes.
thank you so much. Bye.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Christie.
Greetings.
Greetings.
And so last night I was talking to a mantis, and I feel like I went on the ship with him. But I was asking him what we did this morning. I was asking, and he wouldn't really tell me everything. It was more like of a download of information. Can you see anything else that he will share with you? To any messages? And who is he from? Sirius, or who he was?
Serious. He is I'm like a top ranking mantis. He is designing his ship. I believe you're helping him design his ship, from what I can see. So you're connecting to also some of the DNA that they work on, also for creating different species. I feel like that's the one thing that you might not be able to see, but something that you're involved with.
Yeah, he said it was too technical for me in this reality to understand this morning when I was asking him.
Well, you can ask for something to be made more clear. Just go by what you're imagining in your mind. He is giving it images.
Yeah. I did wake up and my head I had so much head pressure, and I knew that I'd gotten a big download.
Yeah. Well, only thing, I mean, they can only give you what is necessary here. And what he's doing is not really necessary here. It doesn't pertain to your life. I mean, it does and it doesn't. What can help you in your daily life? That would be the easier download.
Oh yeah. So something more that I went
More
there
productive.
and I learned stuff, and then that's what I brought back was just felt like being an abduction. It wasn't like negative though, I know.
No, it's like you went to their Hall of Records.
Yeah. That's really cool.
It'd be quite dense, yes.
I feel like too, like the mantis is more my energy though, because of how my mind is and everything, how my mind works.
Yeah, that's part of it. It's also Palladian energy. But your body structure and how to associate with everyone as a human.
Right.
But yeah, your mind is very much like a mantis, yes. Also, your son's very connected to the mantis also. And yeah, communication with your son through mantis energies will probably begin to come through of his origins. A more depth understanding of it.
So, my second question would be about the Schumann resonance, and how am I working with that, because it's like off grid right now, like it's doing some crazy stuff to where there's operations going on that are behind the scenes.
Well, some of it is Palladian connected. It's like mining within the Earth, bringing crystal energies to the Earth in the higher dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
So you're crystallizing the Earth, but unseen, of course.
Oh, that's nice. Very nice.
So it's going around the core. It's going around certain cities. By certain timelines are changing. Especially New York City is one. There's a crystallization underneath there at the sun.
And I guess my cat Kronos is helping, because I got my crystals out just a while ago before the show, and I got his jewelry out that I have him cremated in, and was just looking at everything and feeling his energy.
Yeah, you're receiving downloads from it. It's basically helping us through your daily life.
That's good.
Yeah, he's not saying what he's doing, but he's with you, of course.
And Hayden says hi to Ivan.
Yes.
Thank you.
Blessings.
Very cool. Blessings. Up next, we have Stephen.
Hello, Enki.
Yes, greetings to you.
Greetings to you. How are you doing?
Doing well.
Sweet, sweet. Thank you so much. Much love. Thank you for being here.
Yes.
Thank you. Yes. I was wondering if I truly believe that the game Fortnite plays a big role in like a soft disclosure, like the different updates and seasons and things that are coming out. It kind of resonates right with going along with going on in this reality. Well, aside from that, can you connect with my Silver Surfer aspect? And just see if he can has a general message, maybe know more about my history, more about that being, and just anything that they can share right now. They just came out in Fortnite too, so I just wonder what you got on that.
Well, Fortnite, you can say, is there to derail Apple, expose it for some of its flaws, even for the empire that it is. Not to say Fortnite is all perfect either. They both have their they're at a war. It's like a galactic war going on right in front of you. So it kind of moved away from the mothership, and it's doing an all hands attack anyway. They want to become bigger at Apple. You can say they want to stay relevant without Apple also. So they're showing that they can do it. So you are a part of that. We can say in another dimension, another route. Yeah, you can see it very alien. Both alien. Apple is like the mothership. Kind of like we run the world type of energy to some degree. And Fortnite is like, kind of like an AI group. And they are teaching humanity. They're keeping a lot of kids entertained. They're teaching kids about whatever they're teaching. They're not really saying what they're teaching them. Keeping them entertained is one of the things. Keeping life exciting for them. So helping them with different skills. So as a Silver Surfer being, you kind of glide in between all of that, around it. You kind of see that's the reason why you got that type of download also, is to see it from a different point of view. And I feel like this is necessary in the long run. And then more on the way too. Something to do with Uber also. They're not going into details, but that's kind of another one that's kind of those car sharing things a little bit. Something else going on there too, of course.
Yeah, that's where AI is going to play a role, I believe, with Uber. Yeah, definitely. And they just came out with a cab thing where you can drive around and pick up people on Fortnite. So I just right in line with that. Appreciate that. Second question is I'll leave it open. I'll just leave it open. Connect with the universe. Connect with any energies close by that resonates or has a message for me. Thank you so much.
Yes, your past, connected to the tall blonde, the Nordics beings. You can say from what group whatever group that you feel you're connected. They're not going into details of that. helping the human of being clean, taking care of itself. After the human was developed, yeah, you might have it developed, but does it bathe itself? Does it heal itself? Most do not. So you're part of that. It took a while for it to stick, to lock in. Of course, there are times when it wasn't capable. During your Greece, Rome, mostly Greece, a lot of that was introduced. It went into Rome eventually. Basically, you live a lot easier if you guys, take care of yourselves a little bit better. So that's a lot where, of course, you got a lot more also to heal wars, to end them instead of start them. Then it goes to have a conversation. That's where your connection to the government does come in, of just discussions, but not war. You can come and talk. That's fine. That's what you want. But then, of course, others took it to serve the self. Some reptilian, some either way. Some just went and did their own thing. But you are part of community in that regard of just coming together, two sides coming together and trying to clear it. So you're part of a lot of world building, you can say. There's more to it than that, but have the human understand the reptilian side of itself to manage it better. Because reptilian is very difficult for early humans to, they just weren't know how to handle it. Short version of it. So blessings.
Sweet, sweet. Like I say, come together.
Yes.
Thank you.
Blessings.
Hey, blessings, and thank you. Next, we have Dragon.
Hey, Enki, how you doing?
Yes. Greetings.
You were the cool Anunnaki.
Something
They
like that.
they
Depends
they
on who you're
put
talking to.
they in Stargate they had a character based off, it was named Enki, and it was based off of the writings about you and everything. But then the Stargate writers took a lot of liberties and made you look like a gray, and I find that funny.
We don't mind. Just we'll take anything we can get right now.
So I guess my first question is, shoot, I already forgot my question because I just started talking. So I guess my first question would be, do you have any messages for me? Well, I think of the second one.
Well, I see your energy, yes, to be able to stop time, to freeze it. You might not always, you slow it down and speed it up. That's been part of that's part of your actually, or your Arcturian side of, even you can say in the past, at least for you, you can slow it down. Well, you can slow down the energies of the world itself, but for yourself, you slow it down. It had a lot to do with, like, you see the war before it occurs as a human, to like warn people and things of that sort of your past incarnation. So you've had a lot of human incarnations, but you're all part about survival. We're involved in a lot of conflicts, but surviving the conflict was the main thing. That's one of your, and also for knowledge to preserve throughout your incarnations. Of course, I'm not going to go into details of that right now, of what that was.
I think I started by getting involved in a lot of conflicts. Then I just started sidestepping them after a while. And like, this is your shit. I'm not going to get involved in it.
Well, yeah, it kind of got taken over. Yeah.
All right. So I thought of the first question, which I'm asking second in the wrong order. So my question is, obviously, like all of us, you're a lot more than just Enki. You have your soul, and you've been other types of beings and whatnot.
Right.
So I'm just curious, like, are you just bringing forth the Enki energies when you're communicating right now, and just bringing that ego, like pulling it out of the Akash or whatever right now, or are you bringing like the more Enki, like all the combined things that you've been on other worlds and stuff like that in this?
It's more of the healing energies of Enki. I'm also very connected to Ra. So I didn't go away all the way. I have existed throughout your world in different ways. There's also a connection to Zeus, also. So this is just to for humans to put the pieces together of their own ancient lives, so they can heal their modern existence here, if they choose to, of course. That's why I'm here.
All right. Thanks. Much love.
Blessings.
Hey, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Emmy.
Hey, Enki, how are you?
Yes. Greetings. Doing well.
I was just wondering if we have a connection.
Through Sumerian, yes, you were a teacher in the ancient world. Through human, you have incarnated through Anunnaki in your past, yes, through different Anunnaki worlds. But I see you as a teacher on your Earth history timeline. They don't say what connected to the stars, but also as you are now, looking for political corruption or healing political corruption. That's always seems to be a theme throughout your incarnations. Or sometimes it's to be the corruption for others to test humanity. But I believe it was to heal it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Those are early incarnations.
I see. That's good. Be the corruption you wish not to see in the world.
Well, yeah, sometimes you need to be the problem, the challenger. If others aren't going to see it, they're not going to fight you. Might as well just be everything that they fear.
I have a second question. I have a couple of opportunities. I've been offered a position locally. The contract hasn't been awarded, but today I was called about a pretty lucrative position at the Officer of Director National Intelligence in Bethesda, Maryland. And I don't have a whole lot of money to make the move. It's a little tight, but it seems like a good opportunity. Just wondering what your thoughts are.
Yes, so Maryland is a good opportunity. I believe they will help you with moving arrangements if that's what you wish. If your arrangement first, of course, you have to get hired through, but it does look very good. Yeah, your credentials seem to sit with them pretty well. So
That's good.
I believe you can make it work through them.
Okay. Do you have any other messages?
Well, there are certain individuals that you're connecting to in the physical that you're learning from at this time. That's another reason why your timelines have kind of frozen, because you're warning much about them in astral. It has to do also the corruption in your county. It's very alien there, as you can see.
Yeah.
Very Cuban.
Very lizard. Very lizard.
There's actually a Cuban government there that's running things.
A shadow. Oh, yeah.
That's literally running things. Yeah.
The governor is kind of like suspect.
Yes, it's a Cuban mafia there. True. I mean, actually, it is running. Yeah, and your other governments, there's nothing they can do about it. I mean, they can, and then some politicians will disappear.
Yes, they're very dirty. Some of them have been working with the Microsoft, with the Bill Gates on our testing teams, skewing things.
But that's on the outside. There's much happening behind these doors. That's what you do know.
Yes. Well, thank you very much.
Blessings. Yeah, blessings. Up next we have Liz Starwalker.
Hello.
Greetings.
So, I have a question. I don't have many dreams that I remember lately. but this one was very interesting because I was dreaming there was a rush of water, like rapids in a river, and the water was muddy and dirty, like from mud. And then I said to myself in the dream, and I remember telling myself, say, no, I don't want dirty water. I want clear water, clean. And then all of a sudden the water became clean, the river, and calm. I said clean and calm. So the waters were now calm and clean. and then I went to a room. There was a rabbit, a white rabbit. Someone was holding this white rabbit. It was like a cotton ball rabbit. And then, sorry. So this little rabbit escaped that person's arm and entered inside of a wall, in a hole in the wall somehow. And I said, well, at least this rabbit is in the house. And I've heard it's good luck to have a rabbit in the house, a cotton tail rabbit. So I have no idea what the meaning would be in this kind of a dream, if you can tell me anything.
The muddy waters has to do with the Earth's energy. It just has to do what you've been looking at in astral, what humans are going through. The white rabbit is just a guide. I believe the rabbit's the one that cleared the energy, but also the rabbit wanted to see all that too. So it's like, many that go into the high vibrations and everything. But that's great and everything, but you kind of need to see the murky stuff too. They're kicking and screaming to get out of it. But, I mean, if you want to upgrade, you have to. Yeah. It's not called a downgrade. It's just they don't want to look at it that way. But I believe that the rabbit was there to guide you to see different perspectives. As the world's going through a lot of challenges, and nothing's going to be black and white, as you already know. A lot is happening with the SpaceX situation. That's going to get more exciting, what the rabbit says. Into the new year, it's probably going to be pretty tame between now and then. So the new year is going to be a different. There's more, but that's all they have at this time.
All right. Yeah, I felt good after seeing the rabbits.
Yeah, kind of like a lifeguard. Yeah.
Yes. Felt safe and like, oh, okay, things are gonna be okay.
No.
Interesting. That I don't have many dreams like this. So this was very vivid.
Yeah.
So, and another question is now about the pyramids. So when the Orion War broke and Orions came here, did they try to? That's a message I received somehow. Did they try to like terraform the Earth so the Earth could handle their frequency when they came here? Is that what the pyramids are for?
Yes, that's one of the reasons. Yes, a lot of them are refugees and they had nowhere else to go. And they had a lot of knowledge that humans can learn from. It helped with the human experiment. This is more during the Atlantean time frame. Yes, so yes, the pyramids help balance their energy here.
But the energy for them, for their frequency, and that wiped out our memory, because the human memory, because
that's true. Yes.
The humans then had a different type of frequency in Earth, and that disrupted the entire environment, everything.
Well, yes. When they built the pyramids, everything was fine. When they started using the pyramids, that's when the frequency, that's when human memory started to vanish. Correct.
Interesting.
The more they used it, they didn't realize it. That's why the Atlanteans it messed with their frequency too. They didn't realize.
Yeah, air changes, environment, everything, volcanic actions, everything was, the magnetic fields in Earth, geomagnetic fields, everything was disrupted.
It was an element that was necessary though. It's kind of like a part of the recipe that changed the whole environment.
Yeah, but that caused the loss of memory, because the memory is related to the information, the consciousness related to a frequency. And if we cannot tune into that frequency because it was disrupted, we lose the memory.
That's when time was added to the Earth. As the pyramids are used, as time was added, began to be part of Earth's frequency.
Mm-hmm.
And the mother beings did not know how to operate with time. So that's why they moved through different dimensions. That's why aliens disappeared. Is because they couldn't handle the time that was happening here.
Oh yeah, but it was artificially changed. The frequency was artificially changed. That make a big difference. It's like you have a compass, and you are navigating. All of a sudden, there is a big difference in electromagnetic frequencies. The compass disorient.
Yeah, the Orions weren't aware that this was going to cause this much here.
Yeah.
But once it was done, it was too late.
Yes, couldn't stop. And the pyramids were just deactivated then because of it.
Yes. Well, they kind of deactivated themselves, but yes, they were using full power.
Yeah, they couldn't hold anything anymore. Okay. Yeah, I was just wanted to clarify that. You probably know that.
Well, yes, the pyramids always the ones in Egypt burn themselves out. Now they still can operate, but it's not necessary right now.
Yeah, they're not the way they were connected, activated, turned on. It's still emit frequencies, but it's not connected to each other to a strong grid. So, okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Isee.
Shalom, Ada, Enki. How are you? Blessings.
Doing well. Blessings.
I just want to use this opportunity to thank you for your assistance this entire week. I felt your presence day after day. I felt that I gained back a lot of aspects that I lost before, to give me empowerment. And it's like I feel renewed, and I felt that you had a hand in there every day. So that means a lot, because I wasn't myself anymore for a long time. So I'm just really grateful.
Well, yeah, because you're not from this timeline. Or this timeline, it's like you weren't created for this timeline. It's like you had trouble adjusting to it, as you know. It's like this frequency of reality just, you can never make it work, as others feel the same way.
And I got I understood our connections in past life more. I understood them like it was yesterday, and that was really a big impact for me. And I don't know, it's just really meaningful for me. At the same time, on the other hand, all of this positive, I realized and I noticed that it brings also opposition. I feel difficulty to heal family relationships, with my parents. It's more tense than other years. And I feel like the more you know yourself, the deeper you go into yourself. It's like people change for some reason. Nobody is people are uncomfortable with that, and it's very strange.
Well, yeah, it's like you turn into a stranger to them.
Except, I swear, sometimes I feel I don't know them, and it's really scary. I live with them, and I don't know them.
Well, yeah, because the knowledge you receive from them isn't the knowledge that you're getting now. You're getting a different. You're tuning into a different reality.
Yeah, precisely. So I don't want to feel this way all the time, but I would like to find a way to heal those relationships and find a middle ground with them.
Mom and their parents are pulling back. They're going to another. They're holding on to you're bringing a fourth dimension frequency, and even higher. They're going more of a third dimension, and lay in their bed there. It's like they're holding it. So there is kind of a back and forth there. I mean, they don't have to fully believe everything that you're seeing, but they're just not understanding the frequencies. It's almost like they're like insect energies too. They have that's
Yeah.
just set in their ways. They're just not prepared to. Their antennas are just not. So as because you keep shifting to different multiple realities where you're alien to them, but their knowledge here is helping you ground you to the earth, though. That's why they're there.
And there are
Keeping ground.
times that I'm talking to my mom or something, and I tell her, and it's like she disconnects and then doesn't know what I said like a moment ago. It freaks me out. I just say, okay, this has to be some part of this process, but it's very
because
bizarre.
you already had that conversation telepathically, and you already got your answer.
We are really connected, by the way. Me and my mom, even though we argue a lot, it's like we are connected at the same time. We have similar energies, maybe from past lives.
Yeah, she's very connected to the fish Sirian energies.
Okay.
Because they're learning from you. Your parents are now learning from your teachings, you can say.
I think I could trace my mom back to the Dogon people because of indigenous roots, probably.
Yeah, they're not known to. They're known to be followers. From what I see, and you're more of like a leadership energy.
So I could just, do what I'm doing, focus on, receiving all this renewal. And
yeah, you're teaching them. So
yeah.
they're not the best students, as you can see.
Yeah, I'm trying not to get like angry anymore if they ignore me or like they don't understand me. I think it's just how it is.
You're teaching them the higher dimensions, and they're just the worst students ever. They're there for a reason. They want to learn. They just reject it. Like, this is too much. Just
it's very heavy stuff.
Yeah,
very
just fail us in our class. We just can't do this. But you're also helping them cross over to the higher dimensions too when they're ready to leave too, because both of them can easily get stuck here. That's another reason why.
Yeah, I worry about that. I want them to be able to.
They'll be fine.
To get
With you there, they'll be fine. Without you there, they're gonna wander around forever. You can probably feel that.
Yeah, I see that. So
they're so connected to the earth. They've been Aborigines in the past. They've been part of many tribes in the past.
So it's very traditional in a way, like repeat, like a lot of repetition and things. I noticed that they don't change.
Yes, they've worshipped the gods in the past.
Yeah.
And you're here to help heal that. It's more difficult than you think. These people think that those that are worshipped, modern Christianity are kind of psychotic. Those that worship the gods are they do not go against the gods at all. They feel like they're going against their gods.
Yeah, she knows, the story of the god but she's like afraid to acknowledge it.
Afraid so they're both mostly hurt, but they're both afraid.
Yeah, I think so too. I believe so. So my second question is like, I'm really scared to even ask, but I don't know. I've been hearing all of these frequencies, and I feel like my brain or my ears are being tuned in. It sounds crazy, like I'm a radio or something. But just some days ago, I heard a really deep voice, and I just want to know, like, what was that about?
Yeah, that's what you're suspecting if it is. Yeah, it's like a godlike energy or this is an alien energy also. So it's there to guide you to what you're here to do.
It was a male deep voice, and I'm like asking, is it like a training for a next level experience in the future? Contact or what?
Yeah, we see it's a Sirian energy. They're allowed to speak very softly without making too much of a noise. Yeah.
But that was like, I freaked my mom out. We were talking, and I did like this, and I looked behind me because it was like a god talking. Like
you had the contact there you're looking for.
Oh, I'm gonna freak out. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that was very real. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
Well, they're mostly teaching your parents. I feel like they're worried about your parents' energy. Yeah, because they have so much fear in them. You're
Yeah.
there to heal their fear, but both of them are terrified of death and everything, as you know.
Yeah, sometimes I want to share things with them, but I know they get rejection, so I just like I hold back. But then when I hold back, I feel the relationship getting colder and colder. We are so detached from each other. Oh, it's really hard.
All right. So,
But
all right.
yeah,
Blessings.
thank you.
Blessings.
Hey, blessings. Up next, we got Logan.
Greetings.
Greetings.
My first question tonight is, what angels, archangels am I connected to? Just like to know.
Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel. See Mother Mary's energy around you. Heal your feminine connections that you've been making. But also you're connected to a leadership energy. They're helping you find your own leadership abilities. Here. Awesome.
Cool. Thank you. And my second question is, are there any messages that the being Lilith has for me?
Well, there's a being that is a shapeshifter that's, you say she, I believe, brought you to this world at one time, where she brought a lot of challenges to this reality, and it's one that you've still been connected to in the higher dimensions. So it's kind of like a relationship going on there. She's not going into details, but it's one that you're just helping you figure out yourself, figure out your capabilities, vulnerabilities, strengths. So she is kind of like a spirit guide energy too.
Thank you.
All right, there we go. Thank you. Blessings. Up next, we got Tristan.
Greetings, Enki.
Greetings.
Nice to talk to you again.
Yeah.
I have a question. You were talking about the pyramids, and I was watching a documentary on Angkor Wat in Cambodia. Was that a similar,
Yes.
pyramids? Yep. Is that the similar?
Yes, it had its. It had a different purpose, but yes, it still had. It had a lot. It was a healing chamber at one time, because you say pyramids were too, but it very much part of developing the body to be preserved. You can say to longevity at one time. So yes, it was there for thousands of years before it was in your history books.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And a second question would just be a general from my guides, or a message from my guides, or a message from anyone who's close.
I don't know why I'm seeing a potato.
A potato.
Does that make any sense?
Okay.
You are very connected to Sirius. The canine energies bring laughter here, bring joy. So you've had a lot of canine incarnations of basically, on a canine world, you got a lot of human refugees, meaning souls that reincarnated from this world to a Sirian world and brought a lot of their difficulties there. And you're there to cheer them up, kind of like not like a Dr. Phil, but something like that.
Yeah.
Or like a canine, but yeah, it was a canine world that was had a civilization that they didn't have cars. Some of them do, but was one that you're humanoid. You're part of a rehabilitation of a lot of souls, like a counselor.
Counselor Troy, okay.
Something similar to that. So you came here. I do see you here in the ancient pyramids as a canine being. During Egypt's early growth spurt, you can say.
Okay.
Basically, a lot of the humans that you're connected to in Sirius, you came back here to like where their origins were, where they came from. You came back here to help them reconnect to humanity here. That was when the aliens are still roaming around.
Uh-huh.
So.
Okay.
What, Anubis? Yes, something like that.
Oh, really? Oh my goodness. I have a past. Good. Thank you so much.
Yes, blessings.
Blessings.
Cool. Very cool. Thank you. Up next, we have James.
Oh, you
Springs.
hey, can you tell me who have been connected with who has red hair lately?
Yeah, you've been connected to with red hair?
Yes.
Two other female energies. Mermaid beings from Agartha. There's also been a Garthian queen with red hair. It's not really Samantha's the name I'm getting. It's more of an Agarthian castle, Agarthian reality that you're mostly connected to. So yeah, in your astral, I see you more in a Agarthian type of reality, where elemental beings healing the earth's chakras. So yeah, you're here physically, but you're not really here. You're always somewhere else. You probably feel that.
Yeah.
So less dense there.
See, you tell me why I'm having trouble breathing. Is that related to my throat chakra or solar chakra?
Well, yeah, you're releasing a lot from those areas. I do see lifetimes of being hung in previous incarnations. Because sometimes you said too much. Now, not that you're an activist or anything. You just said something in the wrong place, wrong time, and sometimes with people that you knew too. This is more a Middle Ages time period, where the world was more Agarthian-like. It was very elf-like. More of the elves brought a lot of their energy during the Middle Ages. Actually, that's why people were kind of, with bow and arrows and all that. That was when Agarthian truly reconnected back to the earth. So, blessings.
Hey, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have Emanuel.
Greetings. Any messages for?
I see you healing much of your crown chakra. You're also very connected to Sirius. You actually brought a lot of Sirians here to help them get out their anger. You brought them to this world through spirit to sort out their difficulties in life. So you think you have trouble in this world? How about you try this one? I believe it's connected to family, from what I can see. Ways from the alien world. I'm not sure where they're connected here to you here, but you're here to bring more. Yes, you're connected to the Dog Star to bring more positive energies here, and there is an Anunnaki connection there too, also. Blessings.
Thank you. And also, lately I've been researching into like dark light, this kind of philosophies, and for some reason I feel very pulled into like dark energies and these type of things, and I just wanted to know what that was about.
Well, the dark magicians, you're here to understand them. So you've been trained in your past by many of them, just of everything. You're taught everything from them. So that's why, yeah, you say it's shadow work on your side, but it's a familiar energy that's helping you heal, understand your abilities. So yeah, the dark arts, they have a lot of knowledge. It's forbidden knowledge, things like that. So, but I believe you can handle it. So yeah, continue. It's fine. You have a positive intention. Not here to put a spell on anybody or anything. That should be okay.
Gotcha. Yes, because when I see these dark energies, I don't feel they're evil. I feel they're helping in their own way.
Exactly. And try telling that to a lot of lighter beings that want to be positive all the time. They're not always agreeing with that. They say they are, but are they? No.
Exactly. At the same time, I feel that these dark energies, I feel like they're just in a lot of pain. So I think, do I have to be in a lot of pain to notice a cold?
You don't have to be in a lot of pain. No, they have to be because they have darkness and they have no reason to let it go. To them, that's where they belong at this time. That's where they need to be. So they'll heal it when they're ready. But as you respect them more for who they are, and not you don't judge them anyway. But because they don't feel no judgment from you. Maybe a little bit of fear if you're not understanding it, but once you heal that, you'll understand them more.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Up next, I have Marvin's questions he asked me to read. His first question, he says, what is going on with my DNA and abilities? Will I gain a new ability that I'm not aware of, and will I be able to help people?
Well, you can help people right now. You're connecting more to your telepathic ability. So yeah, your energy is turning more alien, as yes, an alien contactee. So eventually they will visit you in the physical eventually. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Second question: Can human form space women abduct men? And is it the same like we have on Earth, like a ebony goddess love affair?
Yes, it happens quite frequently. At least astrally, yes. Or aliens can do the same thing, but yes. It's not spoken about very often, but yes. Usually the males are usually they don't complain. so yeah, it's quite common actually. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next is Kevin. There he is.
Hello.
Yes, greetings.
Hi. Do you have any messages for me?
That you are in a understanding of more of yourself. So yeah, you're getting to know more of your higher self. And now you're realizing how it's not as easy as some might make it out to be. So yeah, you're going into the higher dimensions and bringing it to the third dimension. And healing the third dimension, but also your body's going through a lot of shifts too. So you're bringing in fourth dimension, even higher than that, but a lot of fourth dimension energies. And so you're adjusting your body to handle
Can you tell me?
Yes. Go ahead.
Yeah, I see. So just some adjustments that'll take a little bit of
A
time.
couple more weeks. They seem to be messing with your eyesight. Have you had anything with that?
Okay, do you have any messages as to my connections to Sirius?
Well, I see a more connection to the Arcturians as an Arcturian assisting Sirius. Yes, the incarnating Sirian incarnations, even Babylonian type of worlds that are in Sirius. Had a lot of incarnations there through mystics and magic, and that's one of the reasons why he incarnated here. They had a lot of familiarity. A lot of the energies went from there to here. Actually, you had a lot of loved ones come to this world. That's why you ended up on this planet. One of the reasons, at least. So, blessings.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Up next, we got Liz Medina.
Hi, Enki. My first question is, I've been having sleep disturbance where I can't fall asleep, and this started about 9 months ago. And one thing that I did notice that disturbed me was that in my left ear, when I'd go to bed, I'd hear a sound like Morse code, a high-pitched beeping sound, and that would really prevent me from falling asleep until 4 in the morning. And I wonder if that was an attack or what was
No.
it?
Well, you're having trouble adjusting to the higher dimensions. So part of you doesn't want to go into astral. You do go, but you're going. Oh, you want to stay awake. So part of you is it's not. You might feel it's an attack. It's probably energies that you're just not you're not too keen on being friends with. Some of it's Zeta that you're not always trusting them. So that you don't want to go to sleep.
It's gotten softer though.
Yeah,
You
you're
know,
getting used to it.
more manageable.
Yeah.
Another thing I'd like to ask you, I live in Chile, in Santiago, in the foothills of the Andes, and behind my cottage there's a steep hill, and I go up there to drum, and I feel that there are beings that live there. What beings could they be?
Some of
Do
them
you
are
think?
alien energies, Arcturian energies that are there.
And are
There's
they underground?
some of them are, yes.
Are there
The,
Agarthans or?
there are Agarthians there also. There's a fault line that they're watching over.
Okay.
There are Agarthian beings, though. Yeah, those are the ones that do like if you feel like they come out. Yeah, that's more of a Garthian.
And Andromedans, did you say, or Arcturians?
There are some. Yes, there's Arcturians, but there is some Andromedas that do show up too. It's more about Arcturian energy because they're healing that area, kind of keeping it. I won't say hidden, but keeping it protected.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, there's a little better. But yeah, if you feel like a being is coming out of that, that's an Agarthian.
I feel like they're
roaming
just
around.
around. They're just around, and they
They're just
like
listening. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it too. Thank you very much.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you again, Enki, for coming in. A blast this evening is me.
Nice.
You mentioned earlier that you were here to help us connect with our ancient past, and I'd like to take you up on that offer. Piecing it all together, it seems I've been able to gather that I've been here to witness great change and falls of empires, so I'm going to see if you could help me fill in more of those gaps.
Well, yes, you brought a lot of energies from Orion. Part of you, I see part of you that is a little bit angry at Orion. The Orion group, not the being, but Orion, because a lot of beings took advantage of humans, kind of drowned them, just like a vampire energy, just took their energies to do whatever they felt like. So they brought a lot of violence to the earth. And that was something that you were nothing part of. So you had to kind of like be violence, you end the violence through war. So Orion's played a big role in programming the human into being slaves. It wasn't just Anunnaki as much as we get the attention for it. So I just see more of Orion in anything. It's a deep wound too, because a lot of them were very positive in the beginning, and then they became dark over time.
Yeah, I haven't really focused too much on Orion in my connections with it. I have to dive a little deeper into that.
Yeah, it's a deep wound. So you might feel either impossible beings that might even feel like coming to you that are a little bit angry because you do have connections to Akashic records that are kind of fragile, meaning that they're deep within their history. They might get earthquakes, you might get volcano energies. They're very much involved with the earthquake. Some of them are control freaks.
So I get that, yeah.
They're a little bit out of control. So that's one of your, from what I can see, is one of your connections that you're not aware of.
All right, very interesting.
There's more. Well, some of them were humanoid, some of them were reptilian. They kind of joined forces to reign over this planet. And they erased a lot of their history here, too.
Is there a certain period that's documented in history where they made that union that I can...
It was during, more Atlantean time period, but it was during like the ancient Holocausts that were going on in the ancient world. Sumerian text, it is connected to that.
Okay, all right.
Sumerian, mostly Sumerian.
That's another breadcrumb for me to look.
Yeah, it's a lot of wounds there. And you might, visuals will most likely start to come to you. So.
All right. I think I'm prepared to sit with that, and process and heal that. Because that's the main purpose right now is to go into the past to heal it so we can move forward.
Well, also I see Sirian connections where the Syrians. So you came here not for war, but you say to help, the Atlantean people, to help humanity be aware of what the Orions are capable of. Nobody listened. Some of the Syrians are here to assist, but this was over. They couldn't even handle it. The Orion energy, whereas you have your Mars, but your Orion energy was just so intense. Even the Syrians took a heavy beating, you can say. Especially with the Earth changes that happened.
Man, you just kind of open up like a Pandora's box full of more questions for me. So I'm gonna have to put that to the side for the time being, and see what I can get from that later. But for my second question, I'd just like to know if there's any versions of my future self that have any messages for me or words of encouragement.
Yes, I want to add one more thing. You're also here to heal the feline. I believe you're here as a feline being in your ancient time with knowledge, you can say as a warrior, but not one of war. Just you're prepared for war, but you're not one to be involved with it. But you're just prepared. And your future self. Yes, the world's going to unravel itself throughout this year. And definitely this year. This year is a major turning point while you're here to help with the easiness of it, to help it transition easier, at least for those that want an easy transition. Many have not learned their lessons here, so they have to go through hardships because they're not listening to open their hearts. Some of them are very selfish, so a lot of these larger companies are going to start to the more truth in them, the corrupt ones that you're aware of, a lot of that light will start to, like Google and things like that, truths about them will start to unravel even more. It would be almost embarrassing to even work for some of these places. Hasn't quite happened just yet, but it's getting.
All right, yeah, I was looking forward to that.
Yeah, just a truth. You're like a truth serum. Because you're tired of all the lies, of course.
Yeah, of course, man.
But it's not always time for the truth to come out. Yeah, it's take time. It was patience on your side. Like a great warrior, give it things time.
Yeah. I make the joke, you can't handle the truth. You just laugh at it.
Yeah. There's many timelines because of it, because it affects a lot of timelines when truth comes out. Like with your Hollywood. So. Well, another thing you can look at is places that are like Hollywood, for example. You feel like what it's hiding, you might not know what it's hiding, but you know it's hiding a great deal. Or financial district, it's hiding a great deal. That's what your capabilities are.
Cut through the BS, right?
Exactly.
All right, very cool. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you. Blessings.
Yes. Blessings to you all. Send you energies from Sirius. They're here. Blessings. All right. Everyone. See you next time.
Thanks a lot.